Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm popping on today. As you can see from above, I'm going to be talking about how to not let your thoughts go sour and really also giving you an understanding on the levels of consciousness. And the reason why this came up as the topic today was because one, I've been contemplating what I'm going to talk about for the last week or so. Two, my sauerkraut is done. Yay! I'm going to be talking about this fermentation process and how good it is for your gut in my Whole and Healthy from the Inside Out group, which is linked above. But also because I've been having conversations with people and it sounds like they're raising through the levels of consciousness and they don't even know it. So what I mean by that is when we first started this COVID experience, there was a lot of grief, like grieving where they were, a lot of upset, and then it would almost like rise to anger, and then it'd rise to fear, and it's almost like it's starting to just at the beginning step into courage. And so I want to talk about that raising levels of consciousness. And then along with that, in that package, I want to offer 3 tips for you guys to help you no matter where you are on that scale to really become conscious and aware of what you are thinking and what you are feeling, and hopefully apply some, simple practices to help you wherever you are. So before I dive into all that goodness, if there's anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Britney. I am a mom, I am a mindset coach, I am founder of Whole and Healthy Kitchen. I also love humanity. I've given my life and my work to help enhance the quality of health and peace on this planet. So everything I do is focused around helping you to nourish your body, nourish your mind, connect with your soul, and really live the highest quality of life possible for you and for your family and ultimately future generations. Everything I offer is found at wholeandhealthykitchen.com, but you'll also find a lot on social media. And just as a little side note, you guys, I'm leaning into doing YouTube videos again. I want to do a big YouTube series because I find topics like today just need more depth and they need more detail, and so I'm working on that, so stay tuned. But today I'm going to give you kind of a simple overview that hopefully can be applied to your life. Hi everybody, thank you for coming in. Hi Chris, hi Tori, hi Amanda, hello everybody. Say hello if you're watching this now, or if you're watching on a replay, say replay. Let me know also how you're doing with this whole COVID thing. Is it just kind of now become the new normal? Is it difficult for you? What are you struggling with? Is it easy? What are you liking? What are the positives? Just let me know. Let's have a dialogue. I can go through answering all that after too. But so to dive into what I'm talking about today, I want to just start with the understanding that there are different levels of consciousness. Okay, and Dr. David Hawkins is, I'm a really big fan of him, and he's written many books, but one of them really speaks to me, and it is called Power versus Force. And it's learning how to show up in this world, no matter where we are, complete acceptance of where we are, but also knowing that our destination is to live the quality of life that is in alignment with joy and peace and harmony and creativity. And all of these things, if you guys are like A Course in Miracles students or, study metaphysics or understanding the mind, these are all our soul's will, like our God's will, like they are what we are created to be. And so when we're living in this world, it is very easy to forget where we came from, but it also takes some new tools and new awarenesses to shift things here. And that's what I want to help you guys with, is shift things here so it becomes a little bit easier to deal with the difficulties of life. So when we think about this level of consciousness, it starts on the base level. Now, Brene Brown has blown up this base level, and she's a powerhouse woman when it comes to talking about this main base topic of shame. So if you want to do more research on it, check out Brene Brown. She's fantastic. She even has some stuff on Netflix. But the lowest level of consciousness starts with shame. And no matter where we are on this level, it doesn't matter, completely non-judgment, but we do need to see where we lie so we know where we are and where we're going, right? So shame is the base level. And then right above shame is apathy, and then it goes to grief, and then it goes to fear and anger and pride. And in these lower levels, this is where the force comes in, where it seems like we're just forcing life to happen, and it could be really difficult. But as we continue to transcend up the levels, we get into this place of courage, and then willingness, and then acceptance, and then reason, and then love and joy and peace, and ultimately enlightened light, right? And so that's the level that we're going up on. And I think what's really important is, being in the human condition, we're all going to experience the lower base levels, and that seems to be the predominant experience, especially when we're going through a collective trauma like we are right now. And so that's just like an awareness that we want to know. I'm going to be putting a link to an image for this so that you guys can look at it. Hey Gina, hey Tori, welcome, welcome. So that you can see what this looks like from a visual perspective and just like sit with it and see how it lands on your heart. But it's really helpful to just see this. So when you realize that we reside somewhere emotionally, energetically on this scale, doesn't really matter where, we know that we're going up. We want our level of consciousness to rise. We want our ability to self-care to rise. We want our ability to see things differently to rise. So there are 3 things that I do on a consistent, every single day basis that if I don't do it, I sink right back down to the levels of fear. I sink right back down to the levels of anger, and I can get to those deep levels too. But because I've set up the conditioning of my mind and I've learned how to train my mind, I'm able to stay predominantly in the higher levels of joy, peace, courageousness, acceptance, all those places that we know we want to get to. Okay, so I want to kind of like break it down and go through 3 steps that will help us to rise, okay? So the first step is, you guys know this because I've talked about this so many times, and it's talked about by a lot of people who are living amazing lives. Morning routine. Morning routine, morning routine, morning routine, morning routine. And it might sound like, you know, super simple, morning routine. How is that really going to help me like transcend or get out of this place where I'm at and where I want to go? Because I'll tell you why. A morning routine, the way you start your day is often the way the day progresses after that. And when I wake up in the morning, I want to first give my mind to something greater than myself. I want to remember that I am more than just this body, I'm also a soul, and that I want to decide for the kind of day that I want to have here. If I don't decide the kind of day that I want to have right off the bat, as soon as I like open up my eyes with the alarm clock in the morning or my kid in the morning, it's almost like automatically my mind goes into the default mode, which is the ego mode, which is the lower level base levels of consciousness, right? So it just almost goes there as the default because that's the collective humanity default, right? But when I decide for the kind of day I want, and I say I want to choose healthy choices for the food that I eat, I want to feel happy, I want to feel peaceful, I want to be more creative, then I'm literally deciding to rise up that level. So everything starts with the power of decision. And I always say that by choosing the mind that you want to think with first, like I choose spirit, not my ego, I choose love and not fear, I choose to raise on the level of consciousness and not stay where I am, that is the number one thing that can change our life. And if we do this every single day, our life will change, right? And we know that if we have a bad day today, we can just change it tomorrow because we can have a different morning and a different decision and a different experience. So that's number one. And then anything else that comes after that in the morning is like a bonus, right? Like I'm always, the first thing I reach for is water and lemon, helps to cleanse my body. I try to do meditation. It doesn't happen all the time now with Ella being home here, not being at school, but I try. You know, there's also yoga or reading or journaling or whatever. But those are like added bonuses on the decision that you make within your mind for the kind of day you want. That's where number one is. So that's where I always start with. I will also put links below to, I created a little format. You can see my morning routine. You can see some questions that I offer you to ask yourself to develop your own morning routine. So I kind of give some helpful tips and tools and videos, and I'll put that down below as well. I'll do that after this video is over. But that's number one, you guys, just simple morning routine. You can start your day right and new every single day. Number two, the number 2 tip, ask for help. And this is often a big one because we've been taught, I know I've been taught in this world that I can do everything by myself. I'm a strong woman. I can do it all by myself. I don't have to ask anybody for help because asking for help is weakness. And you know what happens with that old paradigm, that old story around asking? Boom, we get right down to shame. Does that mean I'm not good enough because I need to ask for help? Well, from a new perspective, from my perspective that I've learned to see and help others to see, is that it's courageous to ask for help. It takes courage to realize you can't do it by yourself. It's courageous to reach out and be like, I need assistance with this. And when I talk about asking for help, it's not just asking other people for help, although 1,000,000% we need to cultivate that muscle and ask other people for help. But it's also asking our higher self for help. It's also asking the Holy Spirit for help. It's also asking God. It's also asking the universe. It's also asking angels. It's also asking whatever label you want to put on something that is greater than yourself. Do that. And to me, you guys have seen, I've put posts up many times that like asking is a superpower. You know what I mean? It is a superpower. And when we learn how to strengthen that power of asking, now it's just not me and my little small self anymore. It's me connected with all the power of the living universe. You know, it really, really elevates our ability to elevate our consciousness and feel better and to think better and to do healthier actions that are in alignment with these higher goals that we're reaching towards. So that's really important. And a little side thing that comes with like having a daughter or a little kid, right? My short form for this, for the asking for help, step 2, is pee-pee, right? Because anytime throughout the day, if I'm feeling like I'm getting irritated, or by the end of the day it's coming, I've made way too many decisions, my decision output is overloaded, I'm tired, whatever it is that's happening around, pee-pee is what I remember. And what this stands for is pause and pray. Just pause and pray for a second. And maybe we all can like do this right now. Like, let's all do this right now. Hello, everybody who's coming in. We are in the second step, asking for help, or PB, pausing and praying, right? And what I do when I do this, like, and this has happened to me last night because I had been with Ella all day. I had been trying to fit in work in any slivers of time. It's already late at night. I'm like already tired, but I feel like I have so many things to do. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta do this. Oh my God, I gotta do that. Oh my God, I gotta do this. And when I'm feeling this like, like ramping up, I like literally was like, I stopped, I closed my eyes, and I went like this. And making even the sounds of the exhale makes a really big difference. And we can just like let that stress ripple off our shoulders, relax out of our minds, just feeling the shoulders sag, like weight lifting off. And in my mind, I'm like, help me. Bring me peace. I want peace. I want calm. I want to see this different. I want to respond differently. And then I just stop. I've asked, that's enough. Now I just need to be still. And it could take 5 seconds. It could take 5 minutes, whatever you want. But 5 seconds is enough to shift that energy. And if you guys just did that with me for a second, even that quick breathing, even that quick pee-pee, it really, really, really makes a big difference. And so that's my second tip. And you can do that all throughout the day. Thanks, John. Thank you for being here to listen and to receive what I'm sharing today. And then the third one, you guys. This third one adds a little bit more fun and pop to things. The third one is singing, okay? If you guys know me, which many of you do, I sing all the time. Tom and I've traveled a lot, and I remember one time we were staying with our friend Susan Braverman, and like she's just like me. She'll like sing all the time, so we're singing every type of song, and everything we say becomes like a song. Like even if I talk to you on the phone or I'll leave a message, I'm like, hi, how are you? You know, I kind of sing. I'm not a good singer. Like I'm not a good singer. But it comes from my heart, and that's what matters. Actually, maybe you guys even saw my story from yesterday or the other day. Ella picks up the camera while I'm in here cooking, and I'm like singing, and I just, you know, that's just part of like how I raise my energy. It's how I raise my vibe. It's how I get rid of old energy. And so even I posted a post 2 days ago, and like Ella, my daughter, is trying to teach Tom, her dad, how to sing a song. And like even just watching that makes your energy shift and change. So I wanted to introduce you to 2 different songs that are our go-tos when we need to boost our energy. Hey Jacob, welcome brother, good to see you. I'm about to sing some songs, are you ready? I don't know about this. But the first one is actually something that came to me in 2013 when I was doing the Lessons of A Course in Miracles. So every day in the morning, I'd pick up the camera, I'd devote it to God, devote it to you guys, part of my morning routine. And one of the lessons is God is but love, and therefore so am I. God is but love, and therefore so am I. And so that was my thought all throughout the day, and I'm thinking it, and I went and I had like 6 clients, and after every single client, like that thought would come in, okay, God is but love, and therefore so am I. But then a tune came, and when I started singing the tune, it changed everything for me, because I just would say it on repeat, and it's literally what's happening is I'm reprogramming my mind. Right? I'm giving suggestions to my mind of what I want to accept to be true about myself, so again, I can raise up those levels of consciousness. So here's the song. Are you guys ready? You'll know the tune because it's the tune from the Beatles, Give Peace a Chance, right? So if you hear this now, you can like sing it back later, but it goes like this. It's like, pardon my not good voice, but, right? Like, God is but love, therefore so am I. God is but love, therefore so am I. God is but love, therefore so am I. Right? right? And then you just keep going and going and going, and this literally could be like the backdrop of the thoughts in your head. You can sing it out loud and feel the vibrations. It really shifts so many things, and it's also becoming aware of the thoughts that we want to hold in our mind and that we want to believe. You know, the word God might not work for everybody. Works for me. It's synonymous with love in my eyes. But we can sing different words. Another song, and this is the last point on this matter today, you guys, is this song that does not come from me. It did not come from me, but it came from, what is her name? You guys have probably seen her around. She's a doctor. She's a brain therapist. She is the one who brought forward this song. It's kind of gone viral. I'll put links below as well after this. Ella, do you want to sing this song with me? She wanted to sing this song with me. She can come. She doesn't have to. But this one is another powerful song to get the little ones involved. Okay, thanks for sticking with me as we go through this. But it's a really powerful one to get the kids involved and to also just, you know, feel good about ourselves. And again, point our mind and our thought and our energy in the direction that we want to go up the scale of consciousness. So here's Little Munchkin Doodle. Okay, ready? You're going to sing the song with us? Ready? You remember it? We're going to sing Every Little Cell. Okay, ready? Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. Yay! And that's another one of those songs you just go on loop around and around and around. Okay, good. Good girl. Thank you. So it just goes around in a loop over and over, and I will put the links to that song too below because it's amazing, and it's another thing to uplift our energy. So the second we catch ourselves slipping, the second we catch ourselves getting annoyed or getting in the thoughts in our head of like, oh my God, what's going to happen in the future? Or oh my God, what's going to happen with my life? Or doubting yourself or feeling bad about yourself of what you did. This is where song can come in. This is where prayer, asking for help can come in. This is where starting our day right every single morning can come in. Now, these things gradually shift us from the inside out and build upon each other every single day. Right? I love to say, like, every day and in every way I'm getting better and better. Every day and in every way I'm getting better and better. And just every day set the goal to be a little bit better than yesterday. And that's how we move up. And that's how we really get to where we want to go. And I think this is really important, especially during this time of COVID when we all can be inside and it's off of our normal routine, but we haven't quite found the new normal. And so to have these things slowly be integrated as part of our beingness and to really apply them and try them and just remember it in the back of our thought, we have a powerful inner teacher of love that's going to help us and remind us every day. We've got each other. And so honestly, reach out to me if you are ever inspired. I love you and I'm here to help you. I will put all the links that I talked about today down below as resources that are hopefully further helpful for you going forward. But that's it for the most part today, you guys. I just really wanted to share that with you so you know how to not let your thoughts go sour, which is so easy to do. Yeah, this is the beginning of mind training, so I hope it was helpful. If you have any more questions, reach out to me or put it in the comments below. I will be glad to answer. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being with me and spending some of your time with me. Bye, everybody. See you later.